So we are going to throw the floor open to our panel of special guests this evening. Shehzad Poonawalla, in fact, one of the first ones who took on the Mamata Banerjee government over the Murshidabad issue, is with me right over here in the studio. Good evening, Shehzad. Wonderful to have you once again. We are going to be joined by others, but we also have Pranay Aggarwal, who's a political analyst, who's now joining us. And I'm going to go across to Mr. Pranay Aggarwal. Should Mamata Banerjee resign or accept responsibilities for what is happening in Murshidabad as the BJP is demanding?
Pallavi, clearly Mamata Banerjee and her administration is in the dock for mishandling the situation, to put it mildly. On the question of whether she should resign, I would say right now things are very volatile. So we need some semblance of order in the state. So there cannot be very drastic changes in the administration. But clearly the violence under her watch, it shows that her government has failed to maintain peace and protect all communities, especially Hindus. Also, there is this very conspicuous silence which is being maintained by administration, including the chief minister, on attack on Hindu community and specifically Hindu temples, right, which clearly exposes her double standards. So the Mamata Banerjee administration needs to pull up its socks, own up the responsibility and start doing what it is supposed to do, which is to ensure peace and order in the state. For vote bank politics, I would say that the TMC has consistently made communal appeals for electoral gains. It has appeased Muslims. It has encouraged fringe groups. It has encouraged radicalism amongst Muslims and fostered communal tensions. Moreover, you have sitting members of parliament from the TMC provoking the Muslims. Instead of offering clarifications on the misinformation being spread on the Waqf bill, they are provoking members of the Muslim community, which is completely unacceptable. There is also a very clear and visible failure to act against radical elements. So the state police has shown, this propensity for inaction or looking away when it comes to targeted attacks on Hindu community, so much so that the Calcutta High Court, no less, has been forced to call or order the, that central forces be deployed. And when you have BSF Jawans trying to maintain order, they are being pelted with stones. So the situation is very volatile. Mamata Banerjee needs to keep her flock in check, that they are not spreading misinformation, they are not provoking, and she needs to ensure that the police administration particularly is acting.
You know, Mr. Aggarwal, I was there when the last assembly elections took place and the Lok Sabha elections took place, and I know Sandesh Khali, corruption, RG Kaur, all of that may not have really worked and damaged Mamata Banerjee. But they say it's like that woodpecker, bit by bit, it starts pecking into you, starts eating into you. Do you think that unraveling movement of the Mamata Banerjee government has actually begun now? Because there are lots of misses. And there are lots of things which perhaps the state government could have done. And she was known to, literally walk the talk. You go out to the area of conflict and she talks to people. That is something which she's not doing. Is that vote bank politics? Is that how it's going to be led? And is this the unraveling of the Mamata Banerjee enigma, politics, whichever way you want to talk about it?
Pallavi ji, the way I see it, it is, Mamata Banerjee can control the violence if she wants to, but she clearly does not seem to want to control. So there is a deliberate connivance, or should I say some sort of patronage, which is being extended by the administration to the radical elements in Bengal, because of which it seems to be now spiraling out of control. And violence, if you oppose the Waqf Act and you think it is anti-Muslim, be my guest, please do oppose it, but do so through democratic means. Do so through peaceful means. No disagreement, no matter of what order, on what constitutionally passed, democratically passed act of parliament, but it does not give you a right to attack people, property, or places of worship. You see vandalizing of Hindu temples during these protests over the Waqf Act. They show that these protests are not just about a piece of legislation, but it clearly has communal overtones. So the radical elements, they have exploited this act to spread fear, incite communal violence, and this is all with the patronage of the state administration, and street violence cannot and should not be justified. We also see that, this is what is undermining Hindu-Muslim harmony and unity in Bengal, right? So these actions are damaging the fabric of communal harmony, and it is creating mistrust between the communities. And I would say that, Bengal is the land which worships goddess Durga and Ma Kali, right? It is the land of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is the land of Kali Ghat and Dakshineshwar temples, right? It is the birthplace of modern iconic Hindus like Swami Vivekanand or Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. It is the land of Vande Mataram. I can go on and on. So point is that Pallavi, attack on Hindus specifically in Bengal is not only about communal violence, it is an assault on the civilizational core of Bengal. And that is something that is being perpetuated by the radical elements with the connivance of the state administration. And therefore, Mamata Banerjee, I would say, is biding her time if she does not mend her ways.
Okay.